What's good? It's your boy Jay, that's me. Let's dive into King and Queen of the Ring from May the 25th, 2024. A pretty okay show for the most part. The only issue that I had was all these matches were extremely long and nothing really happened on this show, if we're being honest. So, I didn't watch the pre-show, but Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, they retained the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. They defeated Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. Okay, not really all that important. So we kicked the show off with the first match of the night, that being Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. So they're in Saudi Arabia. So Liv Morgan's wearing like some pink, long something, and Becky just looks like a weird butler of some sort. I have no idea what the fuck she was wearing. Liv, what she was wearing was kind of sexy. Not gonna hold you guys up. But Liv Morgan defeated Becky Lynch via the Oblivion. So towards the end of the match, Dominic Mysterio, he came out. He got met with a bunch of boos, which was great. So he ended up bringing in a steel chair. The ref was arguing with him while he was on the apron. This allowed for Liv Morgan to hit a DDT, and she followed that up with the Oblivion, and she became the new Women's World Champion. This actually makes sense. Right decision. Becky was going to go nowhere with the championship. So post-match, Dirty Dom, he's disappointed, and then the commentators, they call Dom an idiot, which he is. They also said that he pissed away his mommy's title. And so Becky Lynch is furious. So Dirty Dom is also furious as well. So this is interesting. I'm interested in seeing where this actually goes. I actually like this shit. I think it's relatively interesting. I think what they are going to do, Rhea should more than likely return at Money in the Bank. And it'll be Rhea versus Liv Morgan at SummerSlam. And we know that Rhea would obviously win and be the new Women's World Champion. So maybe that's where they're going to go with all of this. But it is kind of intriguing to see where this will lead. We'll have to just find out with what happens on Monday for Monday Night Raw. We'll just see what happens there. But overall, this was all right. The match itself, it was okay. It wasn't nothing to write home about. I mean, it's Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan. Who gives a damn? Moving on. So, this leads us into the triple threat involving the Intercontinental Championship. Big Bronson Reed, Sami Zayn, and Chad Gable. Sami Zayn got a massive pop. He got a really good video package and everything. Sami Zayn ended up retaining the Intercontinental Championship via the Haluba kick to Bronson Reed for the 1-2-3. This match was solid. I actually enjoyed this. There's one spot in the match where Chad Gable was able to do a double German suplex to both Sami Zayn and Bronson Reed. That was tremendous. That was great. There's one point in the match also where they locked in a double ankle lock on Bronson Reed. Well, no, Chad Gable had the ankle lock locked in on Bronson Reed, and then Sami Zayn did lock the ankle lock on Chad Gable. So that was really cool. That was a good little spot there. There was also a spot in the match where they were out. They're outside the ring, and Chad Gable was about to German suplex Sami Zayn. So basically, Chad Gable was talking shit to Otis, telling him to strike Sami Zayn. He basically refused. He basically was just listening to the crowd. The crowd was chanting Otis. So Otis is still mega over. Gable slaps him again. So this is the third time in a row Otis has been slapped by Chad Gable. And then Chad Gable was doing a little bit too much trash talking, and that allowed for Otis to inadvertently hit a clothesline on Chad Gable, which got a really good pop from the crowd, which was great. And this is great. Right decision here. This makes sense. We're still continuing the story involving Chad Gable and Otis. I do think that Sami Zayn will probably lose the Intercontinental Championship either at Clash at the Castle or maybe even at Money in the Bank. I don't see Sami Zayn going into SummerSlam as the Intercontinental Champion. I just don't see it. I really don't. It's not needed. I think SummerSlam should be saved for Chad Gable and Otis, and that's where Otis gets his crowning moment. He gets all of his comeuppance, and he's the one that defeats Chad Gable at SummerSlam, and you continue that feud up until the fall. That's what I would do. But all in all, this match was pretty solid. I'm not going to hold you guys up. Everybody did a great job. So, really good stuff. Even though I'm not a fan of the whole triple threat thing. I'm not. Just not. But it is what it is. Moving on. So, Byron Saxton, he had a backstage interview with Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Byron Saxton asked for the secret of the chemistry. Jade Cargill says they have each other's backs. Bianca says they had something to prove, and they proved it. Jade Cargill says they're handing out work, so anyone can apply. Okay, so I do like that. Moving on. Queen of the Ring final. Nia Jax defeated Lyra Valkyria. This match was what it was. It really wasn't nothing that special. Lyra did get in some offense. I'm surprised she didn't hit her roundhouse kick that she did in NXT when she was down there. Surprised she didn't hit that. But Nia Jax wins via the Annihilator. There was a spot where Lyra was trying to powerbomb her. It didn't work out. And Nia gets the win via the Annihilator. So it makes perfect sense. Post-match, Triple H comes out. He hugs Nia. And he puts the crown on her head. And she gets on the mic. And Kayla Braxton says she did. Nia Jax tells Kayla Braxton she didn't need her congratulations. Nia Jax knows that no one's happy for her. But Nia Jax is happy for herself. Nia is going to get a lot happier. And they're all going to get a lot angrier as she becomes a WWE champion. And their queen of the ring at SummerSlam. So I do like this. This was the right decision here. Match was fine, relatively. Where does Lyra go from here going forward? I can't really say, to be honest. I just can't. I think they need to have a feud with Lyra involving someone, but I don't know who. Maybe Kiana James. Maybe you could feud those two together. That's what I would essentially do. But Nia winning, right decision, good call, decent little match. So this was definitely fine. Moving on. So Becky Lynch is backstage. She's pissed off. She stopped by Byron Saxton. Byron Saxton said he heard her berating Dirty Dom. So Becky Lynch says that she's furious and doesn't know what's going on. She says she has a rematch clause built into her contract. She's going to go to Raw to find Adam Pearce and get her rematch made for this Monday. So that should be interesting. That's fine. It actually does make sense. Do I think they're going to end up doing Liv Morgan losing back to Becky? No, I don't. I feel like it's going to be some type of fuck finish. If we're being honest, I don't think it's going to be a winner in that match. I think Liv is going to probably bow out of that. Because again, Becky's not needed. This Triple H trying to rectify a wrong. You know, it should have been Liv Morgan who won that Lame Ass Battle Royal. But that was then. This is now. So we're here now and we have to deal with it. Again, I don't know what you do with Becky going forward. I don't. Because the story is clearly still Rhea and Liv Morgan. So Liv Morgan's revenge story is complete. So she got what she wanted. But we'll see how everything plays out on that end. Moving on. So this leads us into the King of the Ring final. Gunther versus Randy Orton. So the crowd was heavily behind Randy Orton. Gunther gets the win via a roll-up, which was nice. So Randy hit an RKO, and Gunther kicked out. I think he was going to go for another one, and then Gunther was able to reverse that into a roll-up pin for the 1, 2, 3, which was nice. So I like that. I love how Gunther has no finish at all whatsoever, which is great. I do like that. I like how, you know, he just wins by any means necessary. My bad. Whether it be like a powerbomb or a discus lariat or a big boot or a big splash or the drop kick that he does in the corner. Gunther has literally 1,000,005 ways he can win a damn match. But Gunther winning was the right decision here. It makes the most sense. Obviously, Obviously, Randy is still going to feud with the Bloodline. So that's still going to be his MO going forward still. You know, Orton wasn't going to win anyway. 2 heels winning, King and Queen of the Ring, that's fine. I'm actually down for it. Gunther got the same treatment that Nia Jax got, basically. So Triple H, you know, raised his hand, put the crown on his head and everything, and that was essentially it. So it is what it is. Randy Orton was upset about this, you know. He had to be helped to the back by referees. So hopefully Randy is fine. I mean, I know he may have tweaked his knee in the match. I don't know, man. I'm a massive Orton fan. I love me some Randy Orton, but I really do think it's time for Randy to kind of go ahead and maybe retire within the next couple years. I know he's hella part-time, but I do think it is time for him to essentially retire. I mean, he can still go and everything else, but man, I'm just worried about his back when he hits that RKO and everything else. I'm worried about that, about his knees and his back and everything, you know. I'm a fan of Orton, but him doing Bloodline stuff is fine. That's going to be some good fucking shit there. Moving on. So, no, my bad. So, Gunther, he gets on the mic. He said he thanks the fans. They give him a you deserve it chant. He says, what he does or doesn't is none of their business. It feels great to be king of the ring. It feels even better to beat Randy Orton in the finals. Gunther says, what happened today is the Apex Predator became the prey for the ring general, and at SummerSlam, he'll become the World Heavyweight Champion. So that's fine there. This actually makes sense. So it seems like Gunther is in a dilemma because Drew McIntyre is coming back, and It's going to be Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest at Clash at the Castle, which should be interesting. So that's when the paper champion will lose. And I think that's going to be good. But I don't know if you want to do Gunther and McIntyre so quickly at SummerSlam. That's just me. Triple H really has to think long and hard about this decision. Gunther's a heel. McIntyre's a heel. I don't know, man. I really don't know how this is going to all play out. I don't. Honestly and truthfully, I think that Gunther's not ready for a World Championship right now because you've got CM Punk, who's in the mix still. Drew McIntyre. It's just, I think Gunther can wait. Yeah, I think Gunther can wait. He can definitely wait. Because I feel that Drew McIntyre should definitely have a decent reign as champion. We all know he's going to win at Clash of the Castle. That's a given. That's a fucking given. But I just feel that Gunther should be champion next year. Whether it's WrestleMania 41 or SummerSlam next year. But as of right now, while we're still in 2024, Drew McIntyre needs to be champion. At least give Drew McIntyre a 6-month reign with the championship. But we'll see how that plays out too. But Gunther winning and stuff is the right decision. Moving on. So Triple H appeared again on this show for the 3rd time. And this time it was to announce that Drew McIntyre has been officially cleared. He got cleared earlier on in the day. And he made Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest official. It's going to take place at Clash at the Castle in Scotland, Glasgow. So that's fine. It actually makes sense. We also got a video package saying that Crown Jewel is going to be taking place on November 2nd. So that's fine. This is fine. Moving on, this leads us into the main event. Champion versus champion. Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes gets the win with not 1, not 2, but 3 crossroads. Match was fun. It was crazy. So, towards the end of the match, it started breaking down. Logan Paul, there was a ref bump. Logan Paul grabbed the brass knuckles. He hit Cody and stuff. Cody basically sold his ribs. So that was basically the majority of the match is where, Cody had trouble breathing and everything else. Logan Paul worked on Cody's ribs a lot. Then Logan Paul, like I said before, he used the brass knuckles. And Logan Paul was able to hit a frog splash to the announce table, which was great. Logan Paul got into the face of Michael Cole, talked shit to him. Corey Graves stepped in between them. And then there was about to be a count-out finish because Cody was able to counter some move on the outside. I think he hit crossroads or something like that. I wasn't really paying that much attention. But Cody hit a move on the outside. Referee was about to count to 10. Cody's like, nah, it's not going to end like that. And then Logan Paul, he was able to get back into the ring. He hit Cody with a low blow, and he also used the brass knuckles. And then the guest ring announcer, Abraham Hajil, he grabbed the ankle of Logan Paul, and that allowed for Cody to hit the crossroads because Logan Paul got into it with Hajjah. And Cody got the win via the triple crossroads. So this was fine. It actually made sense. This is a perfect finish. Loved it. Match was super duper long. This match was like a good 35 minutes. Like, I'm not gonna hold you guys up. But it was a solid story that was told throughout the match. Logan Paul constantly continues to get better and better. The guy is hella good. I love what they're doing with Logan Paul. I do expect him to be champion one day. I do expect him to be a WWE champion one day. I'm not sure when that day will come, but it's definitely in his future. And I think Logan Paul would be a tremendous champion. I think he could be the face of WWE. I'm not going to hold you guys up. I'm not. I'm being 1,000% honest. Logan Paul kicks fucking ass. Logan Paul is a phenomenal heel. And he's just good at what he does. Great talker, great athlete. He has it all. So, Logan Paul was basically made for this business. And where Logan Paul goes next from here, I have no idea. Maybe you could do Cody, Logan Paul 2 down the line. I wouldn't rush it. I wouldn't do it at Clash at the Castle. I wouldn't do it at Money in the Bank, and I wouldn't do it at SummerSlam. I don't know when you do it. But we definitely need to have those two go at it again. So, overall, the show was fine. It made sense. Again, my only issue and problem is that the matches were very, very long. Most of these matches were extremely long. But it's the fucking Triple H area, and that's what we have to worry about and deal with. And that was it. I know people were expecting Uncle Howdy. I don't know why you would expect Uncle Howdy. Like, I don't think we're going to get that until probably at Money in the Bank. I don't think we're going to get it at Clash at the Castle either. I just don't. I feel like that's going to be a long wait-and-see type of game, and we're going to have to wait a while for that. I think we're going to continue to get the QR codes and everything else. But overall, the matches were fine. Stories were told and everything else. It was just a standard, decent 3.5 hour show. But what did you guys think of King and Queen of the Ring? What did you guys think? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.